Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Wakfu episode 14 of the second season. Yes, we are starting in the second half of the season. Now is kind of a countdown to the last episode of the season, of course. I still have a lot more to watch. Luckily, there is a third season, and of course, the rest of this season. And yeah, the special that you mentioned to me. Yes, I am going to react to said specials, but I need to be sure that there are not going to be spoilers. And so far, I think it's safe to see them just before third season. Unless there is a special that I have to wait until third season is over or something like that. If it's the case, let me know in the comments, please, so I don't have to be, well, I don't have to see spoilers, let's say. I want to see this as blind as possible. Yes, anyway, last time we saw a kind of a Dawn of the Dead for Wakfu. A lot of zombies, yes, those were zombies. They were called the Thirsters, but of course, it was a kind of a different name for a zombie. It was different, they cannot be touched, they cannot be killed, for a good reason, of course, because they were innocent people behind, well, that facade of being a bamboo, practically. And yes, that's why they could not be attacked. They could not be attacked because every single weapon passed through them like it was nothing. Yeah, it was an interesting episode, and it was more effective than the last season similar episode, like kind of suspense, kind of terror. This one, or this, has a higher stake. Just as the Buff Ball episode, this has a higher stake in this one. And yes, as I mentioned in the last video, as I mentioned in my commentary, there was kind of a shipping feel in the end between Hugo and Amalia, which is something I enjoy. Yes, I'm a thirster for that content because it's so little, but the content they gave me, I think it's enough for me to keep interesting the plot, or this subplot of perhaps a romantic subplot between Hugo and Amalia. Hopefully that is the case. Hopefully I'm not just seeing everything in the goggles of a shipper. But anyway, yeah, a very good episode, a very exciting episode, a self-concluded episode. Yes, we don't have an arc, an overarching arc above all, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes. No, this is one of the few that really is starting in the episode and ending in the same episode, which is something nice for a change, of course. I don't mind an overarching arc, but I liked also the self-concluding episode. So yes, it was an interesting one. I love the characters, and yes, I'm 100% sure that I really did a good pronunciation of the name of the new character, in this case, Pan Diego de la Vega, because yes, it sounds so Spanish that I'm 100% sure that I really pronounced that name correctly. Anyway, yeah, I think I spoke enough about this one in the last episode. I'm just rambling now here. So yeah, let's just cut all of this and watch the next one, shall we?
Quand deux amis se sont pris de querelle, savez-vous bien ce qui vous les rappelle? C'est ce nectar si doux, le lait de bambou.
Bad boys. Oh boy. Okay, it's not so bad. Of course. Oh. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Oh, really? He can sing.
Avec la bouche, ça marche pas?
Psst. God damn it.
Tu t'y connais en technique?
Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Really? Holy, okay.
Pourquoi t'as...
Holy, oh boy. What the hell? What is with this lyric, man? Okay, this is so ridiculous. It's not about singing, but the lyrics are... What? And they are doing... Yes, exactly. Who's that? Oh! Of course, now the title makes sense. It doesn't. You idiot! It's not part of the show. Oh. Oh, okay. It's against the Pom Pom. Seriously, yes, do something. Yes. Holy! A sound weapon! Oh, that incapacitates everybody! Oh no, I see what is going on. Oh, of course! He knew him! I love the music. Oh! Holy yes! Okay, I want to see the backstory of this. That looks amazing.
Hey, mais c'est toi là, Ruel, non? Pas abuser de la fameuse hospitalité payante des Énutrophes. Je vais
But holy! Holy! Okay, this is serious! Okay, this is serious, he's paying! Okay! No, I don't understand, but I love it. Okay. Oh boy. Of course, they cannot smoke. Oh, it's going to be a musical? Oh boy! Oh, good lord! This is awful! Let them... Yes! Are you serious, Pom-Pom?
On t'a déjà dit que t'étais Mimi?
Okay.
On t'a déjà dit que t'étais mignon?
Oh, you go. Oh. Okay. I was sleeping. Oh! Screw you, dog! I hate that dog. That is my dog. That dog is my enemy now. Still a lot of fan service, I have to say.
Pour un peu, je souhaiterais qu'il n'y arrive pas.
Ça
lui apprendra. Trop commun, trop pandawa. N'importe quoi. Quand deux amis se sont pris de querelle, savez-vous bien
she doesn't have a bad voice. Oh boy, he's going to steal the boy. What the hell is that?
Le neveu du patron, Arduin. Je vois. Philosophie Énutrophe, un aliment périmé.
I don't think so, because they will have to pay more. Oh, that is disgusting. Oh no, he's going to steal Amalia's voice. Holy! Yes!
Ma chérie, ça va?
Ça va? Et toi?
Oh crap!
Alia? Ouh, ça va?
Oh no, her voice! Oh yes, her voice! Okay, that's a nice voice. A very Elvis-like, but yeah. That girl. Okay, her voice is not that bad. I just don't like the sweetness of brown everything. No! His voice sounds... What the hell happened to him? Oh... That is painful. That is awful, man. It's not... Okay, it's something weird here. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh! Okay, I like this guy. Oh. Yes. Oh, the freaking what? It's not the same effect. Oh, it's another effect. Oh, he paralyzed everybody. Oh. Whoa! Oh! Okay, this is... Oh! This is getting exciting. Okay, now everything depends on Hugo. Holy! That is a deadly weapon, man. Oh! Holy! He reacts pretty fast. Oh! Oh, come on! That looks like a freaking Looney Tunes cartoon. Oh boy! Okay! Oh, almost maximum power! Holy! Sounds like it... Okay! Holy cow, Hugo! Oh! That must have hurt for both. Okay, that guy is resistant.
Épargne ton souffle, j'entends pas. J'ai de la cire dans les oreilles.
Eh bien, il faudra trouver autre chose pour m'arrêter, gamin.
What? Oh, he... Okay, yes. If it's the nephew or is someone else. Okay, that... Really? The cook is... The cooker... Oh, never mind. Yes! I knew it! Yeah! Okay. Yeah, very... Surrounded. Oh, okay. Oh, her voice is still like that. Seriously, Pompon. Please tell me that she's going to recover her beautiful voice. Oh, it doesn't sound... Okay, I'm gonna stop you there, Amalia. Because, yeah, spoilers. It was, again, another fun episode with a self-concluding episode. It was a fun one. Again, the stakes weren't that high. It was, again, more of a... what is going to happen in the middle of the way before we reach our goal. And yeah, it's a fun one. But not a great mystery. I suspect who was the boy Steve the moment I saw the nephew. But yeah, it was pretty entertaining. A pretty good episode. Not as spectacular as the Buffalo episode, but yeah, come on. Those were amazing. But anyway, yeah, as always, I'm going to watch this again. And well, be back with my comments. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 14th episode of the series. And yeah, it's not a bad episode. It's fun and it's different in case because they sing a lot of songs. It's a very musical episode for obvious reasons. But it's still... It's the fun part is the difference between all the singers. Everybody has their unique style. Some of them are similar to others, but there are differences enough, or there are enough difference so you cannot feel bored in this one. And yeah, it's I think last week was better. I like it more. I don't know why. Perhaps I like zombie stories better than musicals. Perhaps it's that. But still, it's not a bad episode. It has an entertaining story, especially the fights between Ruel and Phil Harmony, something like that. Phil Harmony, something along those lines. Yeah, those are especially my favorites. But still, the mystery was, of course, lacking completely here. In the moment I saw the nephew, I was sure that he was the culprit of the episode. But yeah, anyway, let's speak about this one in order and scene by scene. The first one, we find out that the harbor they were looking for was in the bottom of the ocean. In this kind of village, I think it was Masheville. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But of course, this wasn't mentioned by the map. And they were kind of angry because, yes, what is the use of this port in which they will take a boat and arrive to their destinations if there is no harbor to take the boat from? So they need to find another route. They decide to rest for a while in this little village, and they are going to stay in the only inn in the whole place. And they find out there is a singing contest, a karaoke contest. And of course, Amalia and Pompon start to sing. They are not bad per se. They have good tone, or at least I think they are not that bad. I am not expert in singing, but Ruel apparently is, because in a moment he was a member of a band. I think it was the singer and the guitarist of a precious metal band. I love that name. I know about music. I don't remember. Perhaps I'm wrong, and it's a very obscure type of music, but I don't know about the precious metal. I know epic metal, I know speed metal, I know heavy metal. Yeah, I know all of those, but I don't know any about this precious metal. Yes, they are giving corrections, very accurate corrections from what it seems. And of course, Ruel is kind of showing off how much he has lived. He was a football player and he was a singer. I don't know what is next. We're going to figure out that he was a carpenter, he was a mime, he knew or was the king or ruler of a small village. I have no idea. But yeah, Ruel's life has been long, so it makes sense for him to kind of know everything about this place. Yes, we enter the friggin' inn, and we start to see kind of part of the context. Contest. I don't know why the hell I'm thinking about that word, about context. At the beginning, I didn't think it was that spectacular. At least the singers weren't that good. In the second viewing, I think they sing better. I don't know why. In the first one, I thought they weren't that good. Yes, the lyrics are ridiculous. Every single one of them speaks about camas or about richness or something along those lines. And my guess is because the owner of the inn is an eutrof, sorry, just like Ruel. And yeah, Ruel is kind of pissed because it's a very expensive inn. But again, the singers they really caught my attention, especially the girl singer, the one with the green hair. Very sexy, very kind of, I don't know what to call it, femme fatale. It looks like a femme fatale in that moment. And we saw a very small one, a fat one, that starts to sing like kind of an opera. And this is when the plot starts to happen. A voice thief appears, steals the voice from this guy, and runs away thanks to a sonic weapon. Yes, of course, in the meantime, Pompon doesn't figure it out that, well, the attack is not part of the spectacle that we're seeing until, of course, he reacts, but it was too late. The thief escaped without major problems. And this is when we kind of see that Ruel and the owner of the inn know each other. They belong to the same band. And they have kind of a duel. At first, I didn't understand why the Western music, when they were speaking and kind of fighting between each other. But later on, when it was explained that this was an electro duel, yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's ridiculous, yes, but that makes a good humor for these scenes. What is the duel? It's about to catch the freaking boys thief. If the group, if our heroes don't catch him, Ruel is going to pay for everything. And that's how you know that this is really serious for Ruel. Dude, he's going to pay for everything. That is going to cost him a fortune because they were asking for the most expensive food, for the most expensive rooms, and everything like that. Yes. Okay, yeah, the pride of Ruel, I never saw his pride as big as this one. Because, yes, his pride in here is bigger than the freaking money he's going to spend. That speaks volumes of the situation. And yes, I love the little details that are in the background. That like the Kama disc, because yes, it's not golden disc, it's Kama disc that he has, the owner of the inn has. But yeah, we are taken to another scene in which they are eating. And yes, I regret not eating before recording this one because that food again looks delicious, and I was so hungry. I have to go to my kitchen and grab something because yeah, I was just starving, man. Anyway, yeah. They start to eat, and of course, Amelia and Evangeline go to take a bath because that's what she wanted. I think she wanted the bath more than anything else. Meanwhile, the other guys are looking for clues. They find nothing. They try to. Again, the interrogations are amazing. I love because yes, when they tried to find clues, it was a futile exercise. They couldn't find anything, but I love the interviews. Every single one of them, every single one of the people who is being interviewed, they sing. And yes, I love how they don't show anybody smoking. The girl, the green-haired girl, is really a femme fatale that is very sexy, and he's using her sexuality to take advantage of everything. And yes, in older movies or in adult movies, you are always seeing her smoking and all that. But of course, this is a kid show, and they cannot show smoking. But they are not about showing us a reference from Basic Instinct. Yeah, the last bit with this girl, with this woman, is a very Basic Instinct. That when she's opening her legs, of course, we caught the freaking shot just before whatever happens. And we're seeing another interview with the fat guy whose voice was stolen, and he started to sing that yes, he was singing because yeah, you saw them, and of course, Pom Pom is still saying, "Oh, what are you doing? You saw me. I was singing." Of course, this is said in a song. Of course, everybody knows that. Yes, everybody's face palming. Really, Pom Pom, really. The other guy is the guy who was singing first when we arrive at the inn. And yeah, his voice kind of improved in this moment. Not that much, especially when he speaks about the freaking pearl. But yeah, he was in another place. Sorry. And then we saw a cute girl, a blonde girl with really is the cutest scene because yeah, she's cute. The stars in the pupils, everything around it. And yes, my guess is kind of a reference for the K-pop or J-pop because yeah, that's what kind of reminds me when I saw her. That it's kind of K-pop or J-pop, very cute, very. I don't know. I find it uncomfortable because I don't like K-pop and I don't like J-pop. I think it's too sweet for my taste. But yeah, she's a cutesy, and of course, she believes that Hugo is cute too, and of course, Hugo is embarrassed, but they continue with the interviews. After that, we saw again one of kind of more of my alley, the Pandawa, that is kind of a black metal singer, and yes, every single oh, I was sleeping with the rats and all that. I love that voice. It's ridiculous again, but it's funny because yes, all the types of music that we're seeing here. And yes, they start to ask again. You can tell us anybody or anybody else can tell us that you were really doing that and all that. And yes, the reactions or different reactions. The cute girl starts to cry because you don't believe her, and he even sings her sobbing, which is ridiculous again. But yeah, nobody can confirm any of the stories. Nobody. Hell, we even saw a reggae singer here. I think it was Sadida. But yeah, I love how he sings in this moment. How he sang in that moment. It's fun actually. The only one I really never like. I like her. I like his voice. The small one, the blue one. I don't remember the race. I know you mentioned that, but I really don't remember his race. I like his voice, but it's not a singing voice. It's a very boring voice, but I love the deep voice that he has. Anyway, yeah, everybody is a suspect in that moment. Everybody, because nobody can confirm their stories. And I love the little drawings that they were showing in the freaking, I don't know, all the suspects, and yes, they're showing all of them. I don't know who drew them, but it's a very kind of a child's drawing. I don't know who drew it because it could be Hugo, or it could be Pompon, or hell, even Ruel. Because yeah, from this cartoon I can't expect anything from them. Anyway, yeah, we're seeing that Pompon is not feeling that well because the food wasn't in the best condition, let's say. And then we're seeing now the girls again taking a bath. And yes, I hate that black duck. And he knew that he was going to be hated thanks to that smug freaking smile. Of course, I know they are not going to show us that scene. It's obvious. This is still a kid's cartoon. But that doesn't stop me from hating that freaking duck. Okay? Yes. The girls are having a really good time. A really good time. They are relaxing, they are speaking, they are enjoying drinks and fruit and all that. They are being treated like queens in this moment. Both of them. And yeah, we start to hear the singing voice of Amalia, which is I think it's a beautiful singing voice when she's trying. When she's trying to sing beautifully, she is capable of doing that. Of course, the voice thief heard her voice and stole said voice. The other guys arrive, destroy the freaking door, and try to capture the freaking the freaking thief, because they hear a scream from Amalia. They run, and but of course the guy is fast and he escapes. We hear the voice of Amalia now, which is a very deep voice, hell, even masculine voice in this moment, which is awful because I really like her voice, to be honest. Of course, we're seeing that Evangeline doesn't worry that she's naked in front of Pompon because, yeah, the implications that were said before, especially with the presentation of the other demon. Oh, I cannot believe I forgot his name. Anathar, I think it was Anathar. Yeah, when that was the presentation. And of course, Amalia is covered by water and you cannot see anything. Again, another duel between these two old guys. And they say, because yes, the owner of the inn is going to charge everything that happened in it. The food, the shelter, the bath. But not only that, the door that they destroyed while trying to capture the thief, the instruments that were stolen, my guess is kind of because they are incapable of protecting the guests. The participant in the context again. What the hell is wrong with me with that word? Anyway, yeah, and all of that. So yes, this is bigger for Ruel because now the really amount of money that he's going to have to pay, it's a lot. And even the rock that Pompon barf on. Yeah, we're seeing again the contest. Finally, the contest, and yeah, I like the voices that I'm hearing, especially the Elvis guy. I don't know why, but I like his voice. And yes, it's a pretty ridiculous song, but I like that one. And yes, you're seeing this kind of J-pop or K-pop from the cute girl, but again, she's winking at Hugo and he's so embarrassed. It's a funny and cutesy scene that we're seeing right now. We're seeing the other members of the context, and we're seeing the fat ones singing in his terrible voice. And I have to say this. He has good tone. He knows how to sing. The only problem with him is his voice. That is awful. Really awful. And yes, the Sanida starts to sing the opening song, but I don't know why he faints, because perhaps he was, resting. Yeah, sure. And yeah, the context is a stop when the metal guy sung. Because yeah, the thief appeared and they start to attack again with the freaking sound gun. Luckily, the team was now ready. They blocked the sounds thanks to the earplugs. And they saved the rest of the voices. I don't know what would have happened if the freaking flash was broken. Perhaps they would not be able to recover the voices. I don't know. We saw a chase. The gun is really, really powerful when he's going to use it to attack somebody else. And they destroy the bridge in this kind of race. Hugo was able to cross the freaking bridge. Ruel wasn't. Luckily, it was saved by Amalia and her vines. Because, yeah, thanks to Pompon, it was about to be, completely gone in the ocean. We see a very exciting chase, and yes, it was kind of a fight between light and sound. Yeah, because the portals of Hugo, when they collide, create kind of this light, concentrated beam of light, and it was holding back the freaking sound. It explodes after a small chase, of course, and they are kind of fine, both of them, the thief and, of course, Hugo. When the other guy was about to finish Hugo off with the sound gun, the rest arrive and, yeah, Evangeline freezes this guy. They capture him and they discover that the nephew was the guilty one. Because he was kind of jealous. I don't know if he's jealous or frustrated that he has a talent, a singing talent, but it was never appreciated. I don't know exactly what was the deal. He didn't want the context because he wasn't allowed to participate and all that. But of course, this means that Ruel doesn't have to pay for anything. And yes, they go with a final confrontation. With a final confrontation of egos and, yeah, just go and all that. I love those small confrontations that we have there. But of course, we're seeing the difference between this guy, the Phil Harmony, I think it's his name, and Ruel. This guy is pretty alone. The owner of the inn is pretty alone. Hell, not even his nephew likes him from what I have seen here. Ruel has friends. A lot of friends. Because, yeah, he can be a cheapskate. He can be kind of stubborn and all that. But when you need him the most, he's there for you. So, yeah. It was a neat episode. Again, another self-concluding episode. It was neat. The mystery wasn't that much. I don't think they tried that hard to hide the fact that the nephew was the boy's thief. Yeah, it was a neat episode. There are, of course, things that I want to speak about. For example, the freaking voices. We saw in the end that Amalia still has this deep voice, this awful voice. My guess she's going to be recovered by the next episode because yes, the few seconds that I saw of the extra scene, it was her singing, but not that well. It wasn't that bad that it was annoying and yes, cringe-worthy, but it wasn't as good as she is capable of singing, because yeah, she sang pretty well during the episode. In the end is when, my guess is for a comedic effect, they kind of make her sing badly or poorly. So yeah, again, that is my guess. Yeah, again, the freaking dog. Come on, dog. I hate you. I really, really do. Because seriously, the amount of fan service is amazing in this episode. Yeah, the implications of some of the songs that we're hearing, especially in the interrogation, the song from the girl, from the green hair girl. The implications of that song, that she was with another guy doing private stuff. In the first viewing, I didn't caught the freaking lyrics. But yeah, later on in the second viewing, they said, oh boy, yeah, this implies a lot of stuff. And yes, this is a very, I don't want to say sexualized cartoon, but it has a lot of that adult humor here and there. It's not the first episode that has this kind of humor. There are several others which contain this humor that only an adult will really get, or a kid that really is kind of, I don't know, the mindset or another mindset. As you said, that yeah, not only adults get those jokes or those implications. In one of your comments, that one of you were, I don't remember, it was cousin or brother that said, oh, they sleep together, right? So yeah, some kids are more perceptive than others. But my guess, as long as you don't say that bluntly, that, oh yeah, they bone, they're okay in the French television. That is my guess. And yeah, I think there are worse things than seeing a little bit of a skin here and there. Because yeah, they are not showing the full frontal. Like in this episode, of course, it was hidden by the freaking dog. And yes, the small face of the dog was obvious. But yeah, they're not showing that full frontal or boning in the freaking episode. No, I think it's nice that they are not afraid of the human body. That is something I can appreciate. So yeah, it is an interesting episode with a lot of fan service. Let's be honest, it was a lot of fan service. But yeah, it was a good one, and I cannot wait for the next one. But anyway, yeah, I think I exhausted the topic of this episode. I hope you enjoy, and as always, thank you for your comments, your likes, your views, and your subscriptions. If you want to be a subscriber, click on the button for subscription and on the bell so you can get notifications. And if you want to share this video, that will help me a lot more. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for your attention. I hope you enjoy it. And, well, see you on the next one. Bye.